Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Abundance Tree podcast. One of the hosts. I'm Janice Luke, and I have.
Hey y'all, I'm April Capri. How you guys doing?
How's it going, April? How you doing today?
I'm good. Janice, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's good to see you too. So I'm so excited. This is episode 1, and we have a guest that you don't want to
Woo!
miss. It's gonna be great. April, tell us about our guest that we're bringing on tonight.
Yes, y'all, I'm so excited. Welcome to the premiere of the Abundance Tree, Building Success in Non-Traditional Ways. We have a bomb guest tonight for our first episode. So welcome back to the podcast. She is absolutely remarkable. Some people know her as Howard of all trades, Deja Howard. She is a driven Virgo who's making waves in the business world, in the finance area, but I ain't gonna tell y'all too much. I'll let her say it. She's a 9-to-5 worker, so another workpreneur like Janice and I. She's a mother, a serial entrepreneur in real estate, business, consulting, credit repair, grants, business funding, and dot, dot, dot. That means that's not all. So stay tuned for some more serious insights from Deja. I'll let her speak for herself, but when I tell you she is literally Howard of all trades, I love it.
Deja Howard.
Howard.
Let's let her in. Come on. Let's see, Deja. She's joining now.
Deja, where you at?
Come on up, Deja.
Hey y'all.
Hey, Deja.
Oh, we need the applause, round of applause sound effect. We're gonna do it.
Yay. How's it going, Deja? Welcome to the
Good.
Abundance Tree podcast.
Okay.
So tell us a little about yourself. Tell us about your non-traditional journey or unique journey.
Okay, so well, like they said, I'm Deja Howard. And yeah, so I went to college I actually graduated within 3 years. I went to an HBCU, shout out to Fayetteville State University, Bronco Pride.
Uh-oh.
So I graduated early, y'all. So I'm determined to get in, get out. I got my business.
What? Girl, it took me 6 years to get out of undergrad. You graduated early? Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Really impressive. That's great.
Very impressive.
Well, I did take early college. So when I was in high school, we were able to take college courses and things like that.
Yeah, the dual credit. I'm familiar with that, being in education. So yeah. That's awesome.
So that helped me out a lot. And I was like, just so ready. Let me get in, get out. I took my major was business, my minor was accounting. And I was like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to be like some big CEO and big CEO in a big building, like a big skyscraper somewhere, just a businesswoman. I didn't really know what I wanted to pursue. So upon graduating, I actually got a job at my university working in accounts payable. So I was like, okay, accounts payable, that's still in my, industry, because I took accounting as well. So my minor was accounting. So I was like, that's still in my field. So let me go ahead and do this. So I went ahead and did that, because like a lot of my friends, they got out of college and they didn't have jobs waiting for them. Like I had one waiting. Because like I did an internship my last year. I was like, I need to do one because my friends, like I had older friends and they had graduated like a year or two like before me. And I was like, no, I can't, just be out here and have all this debt and I ain't got no job. So I was like, let me go ahead and do this. Then, time went on. So I graduated in 2018. Time went on. I'm like, yeah, I like this a little bit. This is okay. I graduated when I was 20. So I was like, this is okay. Then 2019 came. I was like, okay, well, I think I want to be an entrepreneur. Like I knew I wanted to be a businesswoman. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So I started with the beauty industry. So I started doing lashes and I started doing brows. So like I was doing like lashes on people and then doing like microblading on eyebrows and stuff. So I started with that. Because, like beauty has always been something that I wanted to do. Like I thought about, going to school for cosmetology and all that, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do that because I just didn't know if it was really my thing or did I just like it or did I like love it? And I found out after doing like, lashes for like a year or so, I found out like, I don't think I really like this. Like I'm good at it, but like, I can't see myself like with my back hurting, leaning over the table, trying to do somebody's lashes. Like, and I was really good. Like, and where I'm at, like my specialty was doing like classic. It's like the natural like lashes, and like I'm like where like an army base is at. So all the army girls, they was getting their classic lashes. I had the clients, but I was like, I don't know. So that was 2019, right? So then 2020, you know, that happened and we couldn't really do like, they were shutting down beauty salons and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't want nobody, because I was doing it out of my house. I was like, I want like fake coming in here trying to get me. So I was like, stop, you know, so I paused a little bit. Then I was like, you know, COVID slowed up a little bit. Let me try to get back into it, right? So I was like, I'm getting back into it, but it's just not the same. Like, I had a good momentum. I had clients, like, it wasn't, I still was getting clients, but I wasn't getting them like I was getting them. And then the end of 2020, I got pregnant. So I got pregnant, and then I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this. Like,
yeah.
I quit early. I was like, I can't be leaning over this table. My back hurting. I'm pregnant.
Yeah. And you know, I definitely could relate, because you know, you want to really, like, if you're pursuing something, and even though you're maybe good at it, if you don't really have the heart or passion, or you have those little moments where you're like, I just don't know, and you're questioning it, you know, that's time your God's probably telling you to take a different route, you know. So I totally relate with that, you know. So
that
was like, yeah.
I was like, I came to the conclusion. I was doing somebody lashes. I was like, it was like lashes are tedious to do. Like, you have to be so focused. So, cause you're holding like tweezers by somebody's eyes. So I'm like,
wow.
I'm sweating, I'm hot, I'm pregnant, I'm getting fat. I'm like, man, this ain't for me. And that was kind of like, I probably was maybe like 4 months. I can't do this.
Yeah. I'd be scared to like pinch their eyelid or something, you know. So I don't know how you can, you know. but yeah.
I was like, nah, I can't do this. And I actually like was trying to transition anyway, because like when COVID happened, and you know, we couldn't really do beauty stuff like that because of COVID, and we didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had started my business before COVID, and it, you know, so I was like, I don't want to, you know, get COVID. So,
and you pregnant, so I know you was extra like, no,
exactly,
absolutely
so, like,
not.
Prior to like the same, like around the same time, like when I like right before I found out I was pregnant, I had been following this girl on social media. She did credit, she taught credit and everything. I'm not gonna mention her name, but because that's another thing. So I was like, oh yeah, I've been following her for a long time. Let me see what she about, you know, credit. I mean, I'm already in finance, like that's already like, it's still kind of the same lane. So like, why not? So I was like, let me see what credit's about. So she had a course. I took her course. She basically taught us how to set up a credit repair business. You know, that was very beginning of 2021. So I did that, you know, I took the course, and, you know, I'm pregnant. So I'm like, oh, like I really want to, you know, get my business up and running, so that, because I know I'm not going back to lashes. I'm not doing it. And like, I want to get something up and running so I don't have to go back to my 9 to 5, because like, y'all know I'm young, and y'all know my generation. We ain't gonna play that. We'll leave it all.
Yeah, we were talking last week, and we were saying, well, my generation, you know, was going the traditional means and go to school, go to college, get a job, you know, and so that's why we're here, right? And I'm a living witness that my retirement is not going to be what I want it to be. Honestly, I'm being honest. I'm being real and transparent. You know, it's just not, and so I'm taking another route, but. So you're young, and so you're going to be able to build this thing out. I mean, it's going to be awesome for you. So that's awesome. Yeah.
Right. So y'all know, like, we don't play that. We'll leave a job quick. Like, so my job, like, it was like stability. Like, you know, it was the stablest thing. I only had like part-time job. Like, this was, I'm in my field, you know, so I'm like, I liked it, you know, but it just wasn't paying. You know, back in 2018, it was, you know, the pay was better, but you know, right now with inflation, you know, that ain't nothing. But you know, so it was a good start for me. But then I'm like, you know, I don't want to. I'm in there with older people. They talking about retirement. I'm like, retirement? I ain't trying to be in here that long. Because I work for the state. I'm not trying to get a state 20 years of my life.
But that's something that you need to be thinking about even now. I mean, I know you're young and you don't want to think about it, but it's good to think about it, you know. So you're on the right track because you're going to build this thing and you're going to be set. So.
And I love that you're starting early because it didn't really start clicking for me until, you know, I'm about to be 40, full transparency. It really didn't start clicking with me till well in my 30s that, yeah, this is not going to. And that's when I changed majors because I went to college, did the whole thing. So I'm still in college, girl. They got me by the ankle. I can't shake them, but, you know, when I changed majors,
No, go ahead.
Oh, when I changed majors, it kind of put me in a space of, you know, I had to start over. And I was just like, you know, I'm already like in my mid 30s. What am I really going to do for another 20 years?
Yeah.
You know,
so. But yeah, I get that, you know, and then like, you got to think about it though. Like when y'all were my age, you didn't have the same opportunities. Like it's a different world now. And like right now, it's people younger than me getting it. You know what I'm saying? So like
you're absolutely right on that.
Taking advantage still, and you're not stuck in that same mindset of, oh, I gotta work 40 years and get a retirement and all this. The fact that y'all are not still stuck in that mindset really means something still though.
So and that's the key to the mindset. You really have to have a change of mind. It starts there. Because if you're just not ready and you got to get your mind right because it's a journey and it takes work too to build out your legacy. So you got to surround yourself around like-minded people such as this podcast here, the people we're talking with, because you're going to get a lot of the naysayers and things like that. You want to kind of put those to the side, but you're absolutely right on that, Deja.
Yes,
so, yes. So are you in the credit repair business now? Is that what you're doing now, Deja, or what you doing now?
I'm doing an array of things.
Tell us about it.
Call me the financial connector, okay?
I love it. Howard of all trades.
Yes.
I love that.
I really do love that.
Yes.
So y'all, like I was saying about, you know, the credit, you know, I really was trying to, you know, build my business credit repair back in 2021 before I had my son. And it was like, once I had him, like I didn't give myself enough time because I was just thinking like, oh, I'm about to do this. Like I was really believing like, oh, I'm about to take off. I'm about to have these clients. I'm not about to have to go back to work once I have my baby. But that was just me like being naive, like not thinking like, girl, like you don't know, like because you know I had success with my lash and brow business. I had success, so I was like, oh well, you know, I'm already doing something that's still in the same kind of field that I'm already working in my 9-to-5. It's still finance, you know, in a sense. So I was thinking, oh, well, I'm about to kill this, you know. And then like the lady who taught me, like she had all these success stories and stuff. I was like, oh, I'm about to go in. I'm not going back to work. So I had my son, you know, after I had launched my business, had my son, and then it was like, you know, he's my first child. He's my only child, but still first child, you know, postpartum, you know, things, it just wasn't going right for me.
Things
like changed, I couldn't get back in like the motions. Like I just felt like bad. Like it took me a minute to get out. Like I had him in September and I don't feel like I started to really like feel better until probably like January of 2022. So January 2022, I started listening to podcasts and stuff like business podcasts, and I got that spark back. Like, oh, I'm about to be a businesswoman again. Like, I started trying to get my credit repair like going. It won't working right, you know. And it's crazy because right now I kind of find myself in the same kind of space that I was in right then, but I didn't have the tools to like go up and do what I needed to do. Like,
so what was your turning point to get you back on track to get the tools to you? What was the turning point to get you lit up again on fire and motivated?
Yeah, so I was, you know, doing the credit repair. I was trying to go back into it, and like right when I had my baby, I was out for 12 weeks, had to go back to work. his dad, he got laid off, so I had to go back. And then, I was down, blah, 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 whatever. Then I like started, getting back, listening to them podcasts, getting that energy back in me. Like I was listening to different like business podcasts. Like I was just like, oh, I found like podcasts and I was like, oh my God, I just cannot believe I went my whole life without like listening to podcasts. And it just stuck with me. And then after that, like I was looking for like, like a side hustle, like part-time job. And then I ran into insurance. And insurance sucked the life out of me. It sucked the life out of me. I was like, I cannot ever give anyone this much time and energy of me ever again.
Did you get licensed? Are you licensed?
Yes, I'm licensed. I'm in the state of North Carolina, and I got a license in Virginia as well. But it sucked the life out of me. It was this one company where it's like, you had to build a business within the business. And like, it was like MLM, whatever it's called. Like, it was just, it was too much. I was like, nah, I need to be going this hard in my own business. Like, this is too much. Like, it was just sucking the life out of me. And I quit that by like, I want to say like September of 2022. So I was like, I'm just still in kind of like the motions. I didn't heard, it's crazy because around that same time, like September, October, I heard Ramel, Boone, and Smitty on the podcast that I always listen to. They all had episodes like damn near back to back. Excuse my language.
That's all right.
They had like episodes like within like the same month or weeks past. They had episodes, and I was like, "Oh, I love these dudes." So I was following them. I started following them. I was like, "Oh!" So by time January 23. I had already been following them for months because I had just like found them on a podcast that I was listening to. So I was following them and I seen Smitty had a mentorship. I think it was in like February. It was like for 2 weeks. And it was like, credit and funding. So I already knew the credit aspect, but I was like, let me get the funding aspect. So I started, I did his mentorship for 2 weeks. And then, he would still like have calls and stuff like after the fact. I was in his university, whatever. Then they had the FYF challenge in May, and that's what I got.
Shout out to Fund Your Freedom Challenge. That changed my life.
I was like, yo, they having a challenge with all three of these dudes that I wanted to work with because I had been following them since September. I want to say it was like all around the same time I had listened to this one podcast. I ain't going to name it, but it's one podcast and they had all of them, like they weren't on the same episode, it was separate episodes, but I was drawn to each of them. So I was like following them already, and then like all this was coming. I was like, oh, I need to get into this. So that's kind of like when it started like coming back. Like I would say September of 2022 when I dropped insurance and was like, let me just get more into my podcast. I was listening and I found those three and then I was following them. Then by the new year, February, I was in Smitty's mentorship, then got in the challenge in May. Then we all did the mentorship and was in there until the end of August. And I just did the other challenge that they just had, and I'm just sucked in.
Right. And see, that's the one thing I heard you mention, hey, that you dropped the insurance and even kind of gave up the beauty stuff. When you're like on your journey, it's sometimes you get inundated with like the next big thing, but it's good to focus in on one thing and build it out. That way you can do it the best possible way. Would you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. But then even with the insurance aspect, like even though it's not something that I will do myself, I still market my business as, oh, I do insurance. I got a license, you know what I'm saying? I know about it.
Yeah.
And like even though I don't particularly like doing credit or like hands-on with credit, still know about it. I still know how to do credit. I still have fixed people credit, but I'm just gonna do it. Like I said, call me the financial connector because I'll connect you with someone who does.
That's awesome.
I absolutely love your journey because sometimes you have to try things and you really have to go through it to kind of get to it. So it's old saying, but you kind of got to see, and sometimes you got to go down a path to figure out like what's for you, like what you don't like. Because I know I'm that person. I'm that hard-headed person. Is people be like, "No, girl, don't try that," and I'll be like, "I'm gonna try it." To figure out if I like, you got to kind of see, but that I feel like it really, when you're driven, it puts you in a really good direction and it helps you really build what you want to do the way that you want to do it. And girl, like the fire that you have, with that you try different industries and you got a little bit of knowledge of everything, girl, when I tell you, when you finally settle down and pick what you really want to go in, girl, you are just going to shoot off like a rocket. I can see it. Like, I love your journey. I absolutely love your journey.
Yes, you bring a high energy.
Have been this person since like forever. Like, I even remember like being in high school, my guidance counselor was like, Deja, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm smart, you know what I'm saying? I got over a 3.0. She's like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, I'm like, oh, well, I'm about to just go to college. I'm gonna study business. I know I'm gonna be a businesswoman. I just don't know what kind of business I'm gonna do.
You just know what you know, right?
I've always been that person that just like want to try new things and trying to figure out. And I'm still like, I think I have figured it out. I feel like for me, like doing like the credit, doing the life insurance, doing all the stuff that my business offers, I realized the only thing that I want to stick to is funding. Like, I feel like that's the only thing. Like, I just can't. The other stuff, it ain't for me. I'll connect with someone rather than me do it. You know.
But so you're building a brand as a credible resource because you know you got background knowledge in all these different areas. You have connections, you build strategic partnerships and stuff like that. So, you know, even if you don't want to physically be the person that's doing it, the fact that you can help educate somebody and direct them in the right way, that's a business in itself. You know, referrals are really good right now. You know, outsourcing is business. So I think that's really smart. And it's hard for people to kind of like, because people don't know like who to go to for like really credible and reliable information. There's so much crap out here right now and telling you, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And to have somebody that's solid and I could tell you got a good heart, good spirit to be like, no, don't do this. Come here, I got you. Let me tell you who you need to talk to. That's
right.
Valuable for people to have. Trust me, I love it.
So to coin what we've learned, you're gonna help them to that money, right?
Exactly.
Let's get that money.
Shout out to Smitty. Yeah, so you're gonna help businesses get funding. So if you need help with that, then you reach out to Deja. But Deja, what have you been working on? Do you have something coming up, or do you have anything? What have you been doing?
Absolutely. So you guys, I'm about to have a business funding webinar on October 11th, Wednesday, October 11th. You hear that? Oh, they ain't gonna be there. It's dropping on the 16th.
October 11th.
It's dropping.
It's okay.
We're premiering this episode on October 16th, but we might have to do it a little earlier since their webinar is October 11th. So we'll probably premiere a little earlier.
No, it's okay. We'll figure out something with that. Anyway, it don't matter. I'm having a webinar. And I'll probably do another one in the future as well because I'm really just trying to get out there. But yeah, that's what I have coming up. And you know, I think I want to do something special for all your viewers and stuff. So I'm gonna give everyone, you know, some free financial tools, and then I'm going to.
Did you say free?
Free,
right?
Free. Free 99.
So free, baby.
So you'll get an array of ebooks, and it's just like all things financial. Anything you could credit, you know, looking at your credit report, budgeting, like it's all things financial in one. So you'll get that for free. And then I'll do a special on my funding ebook, so you guys can get 100K plus in funding, and you'll use a coupon code to get it for $16. Ooh. So the coupon code is going to be in all caps, abundance.
I love it, girl. Thank you, Deja. Yeah. Thank you, Deja. Girl, I love it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I love it. That's so valuable for people to have.
So we're gonna put the link to your website like in the description and stuff so they can pick that up. But y'all support Deja because she's doing awesome. Is there anything else like you want to add with the, you know, that you've been working on, or more to your journey, your story, or
you know what I think I'll also do, being that I'll have the webinar prior to, I think I'll just send you guys the link to the replay or something too, so they can your viewers can, you know, go back and look at that if they want to.
Awesome. Yeah.
Free anyway, so
right. Yeah, we could definitely put that out too on our platforms as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's what entrepreneurship is about. We have to help each other, build each other, promote each other, support each other. Like, you know, we're definitely a community of people because, you know, this is not for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, one thing that a 9-to-5 has is security. You know, when you got to be there, you know, when you get to come home, and you know, when you get paid. It is not like that when you do what we do. And it's not for everybody. So we got to stick together. I love it. Definitely going to I'll be at your webinar. I gotta check you out.
Right.
Thank you.
So, I want to ask real quick, like, if someone like a new business starting out and they don't really know where to start, and they do you have like a consultation call to start out, or how do things kind of map out what your process is that you help with?
So I have a form. So, you know, most of the time I meet people through social media. I know I might sound like an extrovert, but I'm really introvert, guys. I'm really introvert.
Are you kidding?
So, you know, social media is really like where I like interact with people. So, you know, someone's like, oh, I want funding, or, you know, or I'm a new business. I want to, you know, see like how you can help me start up, because I also help people like with their business formation as well. So if they need that, I'll send them a consultation link, and it'll basically have like questions of everything. Like, do you have this? Do you have that? You know, where are you at with this? Where are you at with that? So it basically just collects all the information. And once I see all that, then we can schedule a Zoom call and see like how we can get this done.
Okay, awesome. So, you know, I guess it depends on whether or not they have a business entity formed. If not, then you can help them through that process of getting that, like maybe LLC, whatnot, choosing a name, and so forth. Those that already may have an LLC or business established, and they're looking to maybe get funding, or, you know, maybe they just open their business bank account. What does that look like, that process?
So I have different forms. So like if this is just a person that sees me and they're like, okay, let me book a consultation. Like, my consultation form has like, are you looking for credit repair? Are you looking for insurance? Are you looking for funding? Or what are you looking for basically? Do you need your business set up? So that right there tells me what I need to know. But if someone like was reaching out for funding, I do have a funding form as well, where I'm asking like, have you ever got business credit, you know, before? Have you built business credit? You know, what's your credit score? Things like that. Because once I know that, if I know they got good credit, we about to get
there you go. And that's the key. They have to have a foundation, right? Especially like on the personal side, you have to have maybe, what's the credit score have to be to look at funding?
I would say it's 680 plus, but you can't have any negative items. So you got to make sure you don't have like those late payments and a lot of increase, collections, bankruptcies, repos. You can't have that kind of stuff going out.
Right.
So, but I definitely am going to, in the future, I'm definitely going to get into more of, and this is something that I have to learn about, but I definitely am getting into this, like doing funding where like you don't have to have good credit. Like, you know, so I definitely want to do that, because I run into a lot of people that like they don't have the credit. And I've just started learning about like, you know, micro loans and CDFI loans. But once
that's what I was about to say.
Once I got a hold of it, I'm about to put everybody on.
Right. Yeah, and there's different plays. It just depends on what room you get into. We've been into some rooms where there's some plays that even if you don't have good credit, that you can run. So get in them rooms, y'all.
And learn. Your bank statements and stuff like that if you don't have credit, which is good, because if you know, because that's a situation a lot of people are in. They're making money, but they can't. You know, their profile may not, you know, look good on paper. So
they can do revenue lending, like type of loans and things like that. If they got the revenue is showing, you know, they'll be able to get funded based off what they're making. So, but people don't know that, you know. Exactly. So that's all you gotta educate.
Right, exactly.
I love it.
Wow, well, you bring a special energy. You're just on fire. I'm just so proud of you doing wonderful things, and we're so excited to have you. And thank you so much for coming. We have a few more minutes, a couple more minutes to kind of end things off. But what are some gems, or do you have any final thoughts or advice you can give people?
I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. That's what I just want to say this first. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for like saying, oh yeah, Deja could come on here. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. You know, I on here. I appreciate y'all, welcoming like all of us, in the community to actually come out here and, do an episode on you guys' podcast. Like you didn't have to offer that to us. So like I really appreciate that. And I'm, really inspired by what you guys are doing because like I told y'all, like I love podcasts and like it's been something that I have thought about, but I just was like, I don't know like how to start or like where to go because I just got too much going on. But anyway, like y'all have definitely inspired me. I really appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Yes. So we gotta shout you out. So where can people find you? All your handles, social media, and whatnot.
So my Instagram name is Deja DEJA.S.Howard HOWARD, and then my Facebook is just Deja Howard, and then my business Facebook is Howard of All Trades.
I love it. And your website, drop that website. I know we're gonna have the link, but drop it.
Yeah, we're gonna have the links to how you get in contact with Deja, how you get this ebook she got. Just will you have a replay of the webinar? Are you gonna record it?
I will have the replay and I will make sure that y'all got it so y'all can put it in y'all show notes and then y'all people can just go ahead and watch because I was like, hold on.
I love it.
After.
So what's your websites? What are your websites?
So in order for you guys to get the free tools, you guys please go to www.financialfreedomvibes.com and they'll have the link for that for you guys so you can click on it. And my other website for just like all things Howard of All Trades is called howardofalltrades.com. And yeah.
Awesome. We love it. I love it. I love it.
All of that.
Yes, and everything will be in the notes, just like Deja and April and I were saying. But Deja, thank you so much for coming on our podcast and being episode number 1, girl. You should feel, man, you're special.
Y'all got the first person. I'm the best. The first is the best.
Hey, girl, you jumped on it, bro. You were like quick speed, right? With success love speed, but we heard that before, haven't we?
Yes, success love speed.
So we hope that you can share your experience on our podcast, and we look forward to. Will you come back again? Would you come back?
Yes, I'm coming back.
Awesome. Because we want to, we're all gonna just see each other grow and see each other get to that success that we all want, right? So we're here together working on it. I'm inspired
on our journeys.
I'm inspired by you as well. So
y'all inspired me too. Like I just it's y'all. That's why y'all got to get in the room so y'all can be inspired. That's exactly.
Absolutely.
And you don't even know, girl, you probably just really, really like, for the people that's watching this, you probably just really, really touch somebody that, because people be going through stuff and they don't have nobody to talk to and they feel like they're alone. Like, let me tell y'all are not alone. But your experience and what you went through and everything like that, and how you still like were determined to keep it moving and do something else, and that didn't work. Well, let me switch it up a little bit and do something else, and let me still do the same thing but a little different. That probably really changed somebody. Like, these words hit somebody's ears and it made a big difference. So that's what this is about. And that's what I'm excited about, girl, because you are doing it and you are helping people as you're doing it. So it don't get no better than that, for real.
Right. So my encouragement would be just keep it. Yeah, just keep going. Don't give up. Love the progress and everything. So any final word, Deja, before we say bye?
Final word. I'm trying to think. Should I drop a play?
Drop a play, girl.
Drop a play. Fire emoji, look.
Absolutely. Drop a play.
Please put some fire in the chat.
All right. Yeah, let us get a little taste of that sauce. Deja got the credit sauce.
All right, y'all. All right. Hold on, wait. Let's do some London sauce. Okay.
London sauce. Ooh.
I'm going to give 2 things. So, y'all be looking at people get all these big high limits and things like that. They be flashing them 50Ks and 100Ks and stuff. This is how they getting y'all. I know it sounds so simple. So simple, but this is really what they doing. And you know who I learned from? Y'all know. He told us go in the bank and build the relationship, right? Get you a personal rep. Talk to them, tell them what you're trying to do. I'm a consulting business. I help, startups, I help them, set their business up. Would you mind if I refer my clients over to you when it's time for them, to get, credit products and get a bank account? They don't So build those bank relationships, build them. And basically when you're building that relationship, you're going in there, you're opening the accounts, the savings, the check-ins, you're applying for, the credit, the lines of credit, the credit cards, things like that. You're talking to your rep. You're getting personal with your rep, and you're just like letting them know, like, I'm trying to help people, you help me help people, and they're going to help you. So that's one thing. And the next thing is, so earlier this morning, I got someone $20K in funding.
What?
Let's go.
What?
Right? They got $20K
in real time.
They no increase.
Oh, wow.
Helped them get a GM Marcus card, and they got it with no increase, because what they did was they did a pre-approval, right? Once they did the pre-approval, got pre-approved for their $20K, they froze they bureaus, all 3 bureaus. They froze all of them. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know which one they pulled from, but they froze all of them. They froze all 3 bureaus. So they froze them, and then they accepted the offer after they froze them, so it didn't give them no increase. But
there you go.
Still through all 3, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know which one they pull from, but it don't matter. Just freeze all 3. Okay?
Right.
I love this.
And then you don't have to worry about getting no increase.
Y'all better go follow Deja. Get with Deja.
Somebody drop the mic real quick.
I know, right?
You just got somebody $20K earlier. Like, what?
Take my headset off and drop it.
What? 20K.
Y'all better go follow Deja and get with Deja.
Follow Deja.
Pull up my receipts.
So
Can I pull up my receipts?
We got about 2 minutes, but yes.
Hold on.
Pull it up.
I don't know. Wait, let me tell you. It's background.
Receipts, right?
Receipts.
There you go.
No, wait.
We know it's that girl, because you be dropping jewels all day. You drop gems, stay dropping gems.
Hold on.
There it is. I think there it is. Look at
real
that.
time.
We got
there
20K.
It is. 20K.
That was this morning.
If you all do not go follow Deja, you better get on that website. You better get her ebook.
Deja out here changing lives, baby.
What was that? That was this morning, y'all.
This morning.
Listen. 20K. Jim. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And now I gotta put my background.
That's all good. You got 20K.
I love the realness.
We're not worried about the background, girl.
No, at all.
Deja, thank you so much for being on our podcast. And I'm honored that you were the first episode. We're honored. So
me as well.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate y'all. And I'm just glad to be a part of, an inner circle with you guys. Like we're still, learning, we're still tapped in. I love
Absolutely. That. So until next time, this is Janice and April. Till next time, y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.
Bye.